And now for the Twins, Harrison Bader. Fastball in for a strike, and we're underway here in the home opener. Ball one there.
That's out.
Mullins moving back for it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's Byron Buxton.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Foul ball there. Kramer, a 6'2 righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. One out, base is empty. That one fouled hard the other way. And that gets down for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
The next offering misses. And the count 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Throws to Henderson. Out. Onto O'Hearn. 2. And we're back. Starting on the mound in this one, Joe Ryan.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Stays alive. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. One gone here. And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. That one's in there, 0-1. Fly ball down the line. Ruiz sizing this one up. Fielding for the wall. Makes the catch and foul ground. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Adley Rutschman in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That one not close.
No strike.
Yeah, that's ball 2.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Henderson stands at second with 2 gone. Late swing, foul to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, 2 outs. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Swings and misses. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. In there. Got him looking for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Back now at Oriole Park. New inning getting started. Here's Royce Lewis.
Leading off for Minnesota, the third baseman, Royce
Kramer back
Lewis.
to work. And there's a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Bangs off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 40, Wilson.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Contreras now. That's in there. Strike one. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Squirts away a little bit. Ball and a strike. Just missed.
Ball two.
Pitch misses there. And that's ball three.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fires across the diamond. One out in the second. Here's Carlos Correa. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
One out and a runner at second. Here at the top of the second. Outside low. 2-1. Kerstead on the move towards the line. Reaching down, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with two gone. So up next, Ty France.
The first baseman, Ty France.
Late swing fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Henderson. On to first. That's out number 3. Welcome back to Baltimore alongside former Oriole Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. These fans are excited for another season, Singy, and the O's have reached the postseason in back-to-back years, but came up short both times.
Is the third time a charm, Boot?
I don't know. They certainly hope so, but goal number 1 is to win the division and avoid that wild card altogether. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 1-0. Heston Kjerstad in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swings and chases a low one there. Contreras on to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Laureano comes up to hit. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
Off the plate. Ball 2.
On the ground. Tosses to first. And Laureano is retired. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
2 outs, base is empty.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that
Ball
one missing
inside
a sharp slider. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. And that's ball 4. Tried another splitter but missed the spot. Back to the top of the lineup, Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside.
No, the 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Bader racing after it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And now 2-1. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
And it's fouled away. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or...
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. On to the third inning, and stepping in is the speedy Esteury Ruiz. First pitch misses. Just missed.
Outside.
That one misses, and it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's a strike, and now 3-1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
3-2.
It gets down, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting 9, the second baseman.
Here's Garrett Hampson.
Hampson.
Bunting for a hit. Picks it up with the bare hand, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
Mullins moving back for it, and that ball is gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1. Buxton, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next pitch is outside. And that's outside. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And a foul ball. There's one out, and they bounce into 2 already. This one ends. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Westburg. There's the strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And down the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson doubled his first time. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
The count.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
Ball.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Out towards right center field. Buxton hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Here's Adley Rutschman. Walked his first time. Tap foul at the plate. In the air, left field, down the line, and it's foul. That one missed. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third, and he held up. In the air to left center, Bader makes the catch, inning over. As we go to the top of the fourth, and now Royce Lewis. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
And that's down and away.
Strike.
Gonna count 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Base hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Contreras stands in now, looks at that one inside. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. That one's in there, and a count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering is down low. Fastball is outside. Lewis gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Westberg fires over to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. And here comes Carlos Correa.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Fought off foul. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. That's a little bit low. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Henderson slings it across, and Correa retired. So up next for Minnesota, Ty France. And it stays fair. Coming home. The throw in. Not going to get him. It's up the line.
The right fielder, number 1.
And next for Minnesota, Yuri Ruiz. Henderson. And that's the third out. Back here in Baltimore, ready to go, bottom 4. And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. That smash towards center. And there's one away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Wow.
Lau, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And downstairs.
Whoa, down.
The Orioles down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And it remains 2-2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. Didn't go. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Heston Kjerstad getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Kjerstad goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Garrett Hampson. In there at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
The center fielder,
Byron Buxton, the next to hit.
Buxton.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip.
Foul ball.
And a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. That takes care of Buxton.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
That one fouled off. Mullins settles under it. Makes the grab, and that is that. Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park.
off
Ready to
for
go
the
for the
Orioles,
last half of the
the
inning.
left fielder,
Here's Ramon Laureano. Ryan back to work. Strike one.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And a 1-1. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ruiz. 1 away. Jackson Holliday digs in now. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Just off the outside edge. The Orioles trailing by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Now that's smacked to right center. That's a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Got a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad pitch, but he wasn't fooled or off balance. Stayed on the back.
Now pitching for
on the mound now for the Twins, Danny Coulombe.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Mullins up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. There's a swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Runner takes off. Yeah, that's fouled off. Holliday, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Outside with a breaking ball.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
Step off, throw to first. Dives back out.
Got him.
That's off the inside corner, and it's a full count. And he walked him.
That's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
2 outs. And it's even up. In there at the knees. Ground ball left side. Whips it to first. And that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Just off the inside edge.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses.
Oh, gets dirty. The throw, and very nicely done for the out. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Mullins makes the grab for the 2nd out. Now Correa up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Onto O'Hearn. That takes care of Correa. And the Twins go 1-2-3. Back here in Baltimore, here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. 0-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And that skips in the dirt. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bader should have it. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs. And the batter now, Ryan O'Hearn.
The first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Pitch misses inside. Ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Aye.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And down on strikes. And good work there. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Ty France.
France. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 56, Serenity.
That one inside,
Dominguez.
and it's 1-0. Dominguez, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Just missed. And that's outside. Ball 3.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher is afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And now the right fielder, Esteury Ruiz. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 1 down, base is empty. Not close with that one.
Strikes.
Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Henderson. 2 gone now.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And that'll do it. And we're back. Lau at the plate.
Pinch hitting for the Orioles, number 29, Ramon Urias.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Justin Topa.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Sets him down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Now it's the right fielder, Heston Kjerstad. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And there's 2 down. Ramon Laureano, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
Strikes.
The Orioles down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We're at the top of the 8th. And now here is Harrison Bader. First
Ball
offering
one, no
misses
strikes.
badly for ball 1. Outside
balls,
with a breaking
no
ball.
strikes.
There's a strike, and it's 2-1 now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Buxton stands in now and watches strike 1. Bader gets his lead at first with nobody out. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher
Ball 1.
because you'll have a tendency to chase
1 ball,
if
2
you look
strikes.
down in that area.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through it for the K. Well done behind the dish.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Josh Young. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first
that's off
pitch
the plate.
misses for ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a ground ball. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Now batting,
Royce Lewis now at the plate.
Lewis.
First offering, and it just misses. Just
Ball
missed.
2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on.
2-0.
2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
There's a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're in the top of the 8th. Mullins pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away now. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And they put the tag on him for the out. Back now at Oriole Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. And that one lifted in the air center field. Buxton makes the catch for the out. So digging in, Cedric Mullins.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
First
Ball
pitch doesn't
inside.
find the zone. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Back-to-back singles. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting,
Next to
third
hit,
baseman,
Jordan Westburg.
Jordan
0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just
that's it.
missed.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. High in the air, out to right. Ruiz settles under this one. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Coming
Now
out of the
pitching for
bullpen
the
for the
Twins.
Twins, Cody Funderburg.
number 55.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
0-1.
Henderson now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. The shortstop
that's
takes
in.
the ball. Mullins leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, great grab on the dive. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Check swing went around. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2 on, 2 outs.
No, inside.
And fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 on, 2 outs. Sends it across to first. Rutschman retired. Out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Bowman back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Bounced up the middle. Holiday to first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. And now for the Twins, Ty France. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On to O'Hearn. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. Ruiz in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Inside. And that's ball 1.
That 2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter is conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Kjerstad settles under it and makes the catch. We head to the bottom of the 9th, and here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Pinch hitting for the Orioles, number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
Brock Stewart on to try and close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
On the ground to the left, Lewis. Throws to first in time. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Stepping in, Ramon Urias. On the ground to third. Lewis throws to first. And the Orioles down to their final out. Heston Kjerstad will hit next. On the ground, and this should do it. Over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long